last time you washed your hair? Oh. Yeah, I'm just checking her scalp for her, but I didn't know she had this much of a buildup. How are you doing? Okay, that's good, that's good. Yeah, I just wanted you to come over just to catch up, Not much. I went to see that movie, A Quiet Place, Day One. Or The Quiet Place, whatever. Horrible. I did not. The first one was way better, for sure. If you're gonna see it in 4D. That added a star because originally I would give it a 5. But I gave it a 6 because of the 4D experience. But the movie itself was missing things. I don't know, it felt unfinished, But yeah. You okay? She's falling asleep. But yeah, that's really all I've been doing, applying for jobs and trying to keep my head up during that. You know how that is, looking for jobs. It can be a headache. It's a job within itself, actually. You apply and apply and apply, and you still, even the responses you get are a slap in the face. It's like, at least tell me why, or don't even reach out, because the way that they tell me in email that I wasn't accepted or I didn't get it, it's really, it makes you feel small, but we're gonna keep pushing, we're gonna keep going. And how is your job? How are you doing? She has so much build up here. Yeah, that's good. That's really good. Co-workers, you get along with them? Cool, good. That's always a good sign of a job, when the environment is good and the pay is good. It's a win-win. A 9 to 5 is not bad when the environment is good and the pay is good. Did you watch the debates? I don't really see the point at this point, But I've seen clips and pretty entertaining. It's a joke, really, but what do you do? Yeah, she has a lot of build-up, and I was not expecting. She usually has. I hope she's not getting psoriasis. Have you been taking care of your hair good? Is your hair? I found this Botana oil that I want to try because I want to grow my hair out. I do want to get locks, but I want it to have a decent length, But it's kind of hard to grow my hair out. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the fact that I'm vitamin D deficient or what it is that's going on. Maybe I don't have a lot of blood circulation. I know that can affect the hair growth, so many things. I know I've been very dehydrated lately. That could be why. But yeah, that's really it. I'm really just trying to grow my hair. Grow my hair out. Get some abs. I want some abs so bad. Never in my life, no matter how much I've been in shape, I've never had an ab. I cannot gain an ab to save my life. Even when my body fat percentage was very, very, very slim to none, I still didn't have abs. I just always had a flat stomach. I would like an ab or two. Yeah, it's good seeing you though today. I always like seeing you. It's always a good time, good conversation. It feels good to have a conversation with somebody and not feel judged about what you're talking about or what you're saying or how you're saying it or how you look when you're saying it or saying the wrong thing. It just feels good when you can just be, when your inner child can come out with someone That is the best feeling. But sometimes we just don't feel comfortable enough to bring that inner child out around certain people. I don't know what it is. You should always be yourself. But sometimes around certain people, you just don't feel safe enough to be yourself. And I guess it goes back to your childhood. Even our child selves weren't comfortable being ourselves in front of certain people, you know? It doesn't mean that every single one of those people you weren't comfortable with were bad. It's just you probably just didn't align. This traffic around here is so bad. We moved by out in the boondocks by this little side road, and the side road is surprisingly very busy with big trucks. That's irritating, especially when you want to relax, you know. But I'm just trying to make it like white noise, you know. Some people that live in the city cannot sleep without that traffic sound. So I am from the city. I should be used to it. But when you've been in the country for so long, you kind of get used to the quiet, and then you hear one little bit of loud noise like the lawnmower or, you know, trucks. And it's like, man, it's so loud. Alright, we got that little, well, there's still some build up here that's not really coming out. I don't know, I probably need some water or something. Drink some more water. Honestly, I've been drinking so much water. I was drinking water every single day, all day, and my skin still wasn't clearing up. So I think that's a myth. I think the problem is that I'm finding out now that I'm drinking dead water, like the bottled water. So I've been trying to find living water, like bring it to life with other active ingredients like fruits like cucumbers, strawberries, things with antioxidants, and, you know, drink water only out of glasses. Do not buy them in bottles. Like, you know how expensive that gets? That gets so expensive. But I'm manifesting to be able to afford some water. That's crazy. That we have to buy it in the first place. That's the craziest part about it. And, you know, I didn't watch the debate. However, I've seen clips of it, and like I said, a joke. But it's crazy how these clowns are in charge of so many things that dictate how our lives go, and they're literally turning this, if it already wasn't, into a dictatorship. And it is beginning to look a lot like Hunger Games, and it's getting a little, I mean, the upside is maybe we won't have to pay for things anymore, but we will have to fend for ourselves because it's getting ridiculous out there. But what they're planning on voting on for 2025 is scary. It's scary. So we have to learn how to start fending for ourselves, and is that the word? Is it fending? Fending. Basically being self-sufficient. Oh my God, what's going on? Self-sufficient. Oh my gosh, come on now. Come on. You see what they're doing? But anyway, we have to learn how to survive on our own. We have to learn how to get our food. Basically going back to Stone Ages. Although we never really left it. We've just been played with a lot, so we lost a lot of our ways, and now they got us to the point where we feel like we can't survive on our own, therefore we will need them and lean on them, and that's why they feel like they can treat this like Hunger Games. Divergent, by the way, I did not know they had other versions, like extended versions of Divergent on Netflix. So good. But it's ridiculous what this world is turning into. And all I can do is sit here and, you know, just exist. Just existing is hard. It's a lot. I won't say hard, but it's it's a lot to just exist, just to be joyful. And I saw Inside Out too. Great movie, way better than The Quiet Place. Day one, way better. I shed a tear too, and I was trying to hold it back a lot because my daughter was there, right? And she wasn't even crying because I don't think it was really made for kids. Honestly, that movie was not made for kids. The only thing kiddie about it are the colors, but the message, like, kids are not gonna understand any of it. I understood every bit, and that's what was so emotional about it. But the fact that, you know, our emotions are all like suppressed because of the society we live in, no wonder why we are so down and feeling like, well, up and down like a roller coaster. My weight has been up and down too, girl. My weight, my skin, my mood, everything is just, nothing feels, if it doesn't feel balanced. And trust me, I've meditated, I do breathing exercises, I do everything, whole nine, okay? And it works in the moment, it really does. And I think that we have to start living our lives in that moment and make that moment spread throughout the day, every day, as much as we can make time for it, because that's the only moment that you feel sane and like you can breathe, is when you're doing your breathing exercises. When you know, because as soon as you finish breathing and you step out there, you go to work, you clock in, or you go around other people, it's, you know, especially if you are empath and you take on other people's energies and their emotions and everything, you have to make that like a breathing, walking technique. Like, you have to do that constantly to stay okay, because the moment you stop breathing, which, if you know, you know, the moment you stop breathing and you start thinking too much in your head too much, you start to lose sight of things, and you start to fall back into your old ways that you promised yourself you wouldn't. And it's natural, which means it's happening often, which means you have to be totally aware constantly. And there's nothing wrong with that. It just means you have to evolve, and it's going to take a lot of dedication, discipline, a lot of losing people that you may love, a lot of feeling lonely, a lot of studying yourself, really psychology too. You're gonna have to just dig deep. It's gonna have to be a lifestyle. You're gonna have to literally change your life, and I'm saying extremely change your life. Like, that's what I'm learning. This environment is what's making me feel down. It's not how I was born, it's the environment. It really is. I was just talking about the fact that if I lived around mountains or like greenery, like more forests, rainforest, I would be so happy. And I know this for a fact because I, one, astral projected about the forest, felt the most peaceful I've ever felt in my life, and also just like traveling places and being in that space, instant relief. I just felt like I belonged. I never felt like I belonged here, you know what I mean? And that's really a lot of our issues. The environment of smog and office buildings, and, you know, companies and corporations, all of them, which are literally destroying our lives and taking all of our money, and we're suffering. We're really suffering because of it. Mentally, emotionally, physically, financially, everything is falling apart before our eyes. And this debate that those two clowns had, you know, I'm really struggling to take any of this seriously. Like, I'm really struggling to to keep applying for jobs knowing that that's not what I want to do. You know what I mean? I'm applying for these jobs knowing, like, on the inside I'm cringing, I'm screaming, I'm crying. It doesn't feel worth it anymore, if that makes sense. I know it makes sense. It doesn't feel worth it. It feels like we should all just stop. How easy would that be if we just all just stopped? But they got us in this place where we fear what's going to happen, the unknown. We don't know how we're going to survive. We don't know if we all stop. But just think about the fact that they can stop all of this tomorrow, today, right now. Everything can be stopped. So it's like, I feel like we're in a toxic relationship with each other, with the world, with the government. At this point, I don't even think there's a government. I don't even think there's a government. I think all of this is so fake. I don't know. It just doesn't feel right. How does such a small group of people govern such a large group of people? I don't believe that it's true. Then you gotta start looking at these. I'm not gonna get too deep into it right now. It's just, just staying sane is what we need to focus on. What I need to focus on, just staying sane. And this, just one hair strand at a time, keeps me sane. I don't know why I keep getting charged. I need to call my bank. I keep getting these notifications that I'm getting. But anyway, we're gonna be okay. I just don't want to have to suffer anymore to get to the okay part, I just want to be okay. So I just want to exist. And the cars. And I hope you're doing okay. I know it's exhausting. But you're going to be okay. Keep studying, keep reading, the more knowledge you have, the more confidence you have, the more certain you are, because the fear comes from not knowing. So the more you know, the less scared you'll be. What are you gonna eat today? I've really been craving some roasted honey garlic, salmon with rice, and some type of green. I don't know, maybe broccoli, spinach, asparagus with mashed potatoes. I think I want to go to the grocery store. I think I'm gonna go to the grocery store. And probably a glass of wine. And ice cream. Dulce de leche ice cream for dessert. That sounds so good. And I think that's what I'm gonna make today. Yeah. That's what I'm going to make. Sometimes I have to stop myself from everything I do. I automatically find something wrong with it. Like, why does it have to be like this? It shouldn't be like this. This is wrong. This is not. I have to stop myself from just thinking about it too much. Even when I'm eating a piece of chicken, I sometimes think about it being a chicken, and then I can't take another bite. I can't eat it anymore. It just starts to taste too much like chicken, you know? Then I start thinking about humanity and life, and I don't know. It just all feels so wrong. But we keep doing it. Yeah. Let me get up, because this girl is gonna need a hair washer. So I'm gonna have to oil it, because there's some really bad buildup here that just keeps flaking and flaking. So probably gonna get up and prepare for tomorrow. But I appreciate you coming by. Like I said, it's always good talking to you. It's always easy to talk to you. And I'll probably see you soon, hopefully.